Bob Leonard of Indiana, quarterback of the champions of the Big Ten. A team man, a clutch performer, and a great outside marksman. Leonard is a star in the great Hoosier tradition. Indiana leads by 1 point. The wildly happy Hoosiers of Indiana are America's NCAA champions.
Bob Leonard comes across midcourt and fakes, then drives under to roll in a two-pointer.
He was the ultimate competitor. I don't care who he was. He was going to compete every night.
He wanted to win, and he played harder than any player that I ever played with, you know, or against.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame announced Friday that Bobby "Slick" Leonard, the Pacers' legendary coach from the American Basketball Association, will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Leonard led the Pacers to 3 ABA championships during his career. He currently is in his 29th year with the team as a broadcaster after coaching the team from 1968 to 1980. Fans, let's hear it for Bobby "Slick" Leonard.
That's what the Hall of Fame's for, people like Slick. And there's no better person that ever walked into the Hall of Fame that's more deserving than him.
Didn't want to lose. You'd do anything to keep from losing.
You know, he just knew that he was going to be a ball player.
Stuck with all of us. We all call him Slick.
If you're around him, it's probably the most appropriate nickname he has. He's Slick, okay?
He had a good sense for what he needed to do to get players to play to whatever their potential was, whether it was a swift kick or a hug. He had a good sense for that.
Home run, Indiana.
If it wasn't for Slick, Market Square, Colts, downtown, all this, none of this would be here.
The Pacers really had to be very successful, conspicuously so. Really the vanguard of the potential for professional sports in Indianapolis, our big leaguers in essence. And Bob Leonard, of course, as coach, was absolutely instrumental. He was a paramount figure.
Let's go to the hoop. Now we got one team foul. How many fouls Billy got? Let's bring it down this side here.
Slim looks at him, turns around. George, you're going in to set the pick. You're moving. George is going in to set the pick. Roger faking like you're coming over and doubling back underneath.
Big game coach. Big game coach. When the playoffs came, the Pacers were always at their best.
Best ever. Best seventh game coach ever.
Let's go take it, not hope we win it. And if that meant changing up an offense at halftime, doing something totally creative, he would take those risks because he wanted to go take the game.
Let's go for the 3 here. Let's let them put our hands around their throat.
No tears, no fears. That's what he used to say.
This man had a knack of getting down to your soul when it was time to get down to your soul. He'd get you mad at him, but you'd end up being mad at yourself, and you'd end up being mad at the opponent after he got through with you. So, and obviously it worked out because we've got 3 championship rings to show for it.
Do we even have to talk about it?
He did have some ugly clothes. He really did.
Every time the last suit I saw, you know what? Fucking Al Capone in 1931.
Gosh, he had a white leisure suit. I think he had a brown leisure suit.
A yellow?
A yellow leisure suit.
The only wardrobe that Goodwill wouldn't take. Right now, if he called us right now, said, I need you guys over here, how fast would we be there?
We leave here and go right there.
Right now.
He was always there for us, always. One hell of a quality guy, let me tell you.
He's as rich as the soil. I mean, his heart's here.
He'd always ask me how my mother's doing. And I think it was around my second year, he told me he loved me. And that meant a lot.
He lifts people up. He lifted those players up to win those championships by telling them they could do it. I mean, that's what he learned, and that's what he does.
Any time that I've been around, if I don't know what it is, but wherever I've been, if it's Indiana University, if it's Terrell Gersmeyer, if it's the Army, if it's pro ball, there was always a lot of camaraderie. Now, I don't know if I caused that, but I wouldn't accept anything any different.